casual visitor who strays down a quiet cul-de-sac near Southampton station, this might seem to be an unlikely setting for a new centre for the arts in Southampton. But sandwiched between a garage and derelict factory, and hidden behind the grubby facade of a First World War drill hall, is Southampton's art centre, the Gantry. But only 3 years ago, this building was a disused bingo hall. It took the work of hundreds of volunteers to transform the derelict building into a working centre for the arts.
Over the past few weeks, teams of volunteers have been working frantically to clean and refurbish a former bingo hall near the Gaumont Theatre, in time for the civic opening.
It's to be called the Gantry, and although it's a good deal smaller than its neighbour, the founders hope it will provide a solid framework for plays, concerts, exhibitions and creative activity of all kinds. The rush to get the building ready for its opening night tomorrow has been going on since August, but the campaign for an arts centre for Southampton goes back 12 years.
It's only happened now, really, because this building became vacant and the City Council have generously allowed us to come in, provided some finance for leasing it and decorating it and making it presentable to use. And now it's up to us and everybody to use it. We want it to be a real community facility, so we hope people will tell us what they want to see here, and we hope they'll come and use it.
The building has been leased from the City Council for an experimental period of 18 months. With the help of grants from Hampshire County Council and the Southern Arts Association, it's been given a new floor and completely redecorated by volunteers of all ages to provide seating for about 250 people. That's involved long hours of dedicated work.
The state of the place when we got it was pretty much like a building site. It was an absolutely appalling condition. It needed a new floor, it needed the roof doing, it needed junk taking out. It was absolutely cram-packed with junk. We must have filled about 6 skips. And of course it needed totally cleaning and painting. And we had hardly any time to do it. But the effort's been tremendous, and as you can see looking around now, we are just about ready to open on Saturday.
Tomorrow's opening performance is the play Trafford Tansy by Solent People's Theatre. A programme of other performances and workshops is planned well into next year, but what happens after the 18-month period will depend on public support. In the meantime, the volunteers are racing towards their deadline, determined that Southampton shall have its own arts centre at last.
We set ourselves a deadline to open on the 5th of October. It's been pretty tight, but we're going to do it.
And do it they did. On October the 5th, the Gantry opened to a packed house. That first season was an enormous success. Though conditions were primitive and the heating positively medieval, the open space was superbly flexible for workshops, exhibitions and performance. With borrowed staging and loaned equipment, the Gantry began to develop its facilities and extend its programme.
I rolled to the clinic, they told me to sit down. So I picked up a magazine and started to look around. The nurse called me and undressed me, and I started to sweat. And then came the moment I shall never forget. Hank Wankford was gonna put my coil in. Wankford was gonna put my coil in. I thought I wasn't prepared for whatever was to come. I'd even taken Valium, but I wasn't prepared for Hank Wankford to put my coil in. I said, now hey there, mister, did I not see you last night? He looked extremely pleased and then he said, you got it right. On Wednesday nights we play at the old Bull and Bumblebee. This may be true, says that of him, but you won't play with me.
But after all, it's only in the storybooks. It's not real after all. And I'm a stupid old fool. What? I can't see anything here. Oh my goodness! The Green Dragon! It's come back! I knew there was such thing as dragons after all! Don't worry, everybody! Stay where you are! I'll save you! By the power of Grayskull! Get out! I've got you! Take that, you rascal!
A year after it opened, in October 1986, the Gantry showed a trial series of films with projectors on loan from the city and county councils. An immediate success, the popularity of the film programme soon enabled the Gantry to buy its own 16mm projectors, and within a year to install full 35mm projection equipment. The success of films at the Gantry has been helped by its involvement with the Southampton Film Festival. It's the only major venue able to combine the showing of films with a wide range of live events, including workshops and lectures.
Keyboards. This one is this is a sampling keyboard, so that it has real sounds in it, so that if I do that, that's a real drum. I can load this with these discs which have all real sounds on, right? And what I'll do is show them on the screen the mathematics of working out a film cue, and then we'll run it, and either I will or someone else will play according to this score.
Many of the city's other festivals and events have found a home at the Gantry.
Latin American style, as from the man David Weller, you choose the Knight Rider and a Gantry.
In the summer of 1988, with help from the City Council, the Gantry was able to considerably upgrade its facilities. A general improvement in technical equipment, a new bar area and food servery, an improved kitchen, adapted toilet, and raked audience seating. But with only one auditorium, there are many events which we are unable to stage. Our hope is to build on the success of the last 3 years by converting the 2 buildings either side of us, the old glass factory and Mr. Exhaust, into a fitting centre for the arts in Southampton.